St. Louis Public Radio 90.7 KWMU broke ground on the site of what will be their new Midtown studio this past Friday. The new studio has already been a few years in the making, but it should be well worth the wait. The three-story, 27,000 square foot facility will make St. Louis Public Radio better equipped to grow and serve the community. The project, in partnership with the 9 Network of Public Media and the University of Missouri St. Louis, where the station currently resides, will include improved studio space for St. Louis Public Radio, academic space for UMSL, and a new media commons. I talked to St. Louis Public Radio's general manager, Tim Eby, to find out more about the building project. Thank you for coming on Mondays in Midtown.
Absolutely.
You had the groundbreaking this morning.
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me about that and how it went?
We were very worried about rain, and the weather gods were watching over us in many ways because the skies cleared, a little cloudy, but the sun was breaking through, and despite a little bit of wind, we were able to have our ceremonial groundbreaking with several. We had some university representatives, representatives from the donor community in Grand Center, from the 9 Network for Public Television, which is KETC. Our architects were there, and a few speeches were made, but it was a very exciting time in terms of making the announcement and getting the thing officially started. It was a nice opportunity for us to really thank many of the people who have gotten us to this point, and there have been many who have really helped us get there.
Why did you decide to move the station to Midtown, and what made you choose the Grand Center?
The project really came about from some conversations from one of the great supporters of the university and the station and Grand Center, Ken Kransberg, who had this idea about the university having a presence in Grand Center, and then ultimately that led UMSL to think, well, let's not only take the university down there, but let's take St. Louis Public Radio, the radio station that serves all of St. Louis, into Midtown, and with the other institutions that are around that area, it would just be a great opportunity for further alliances and partnerships. So that's how it all came about.
And how will it be better than your current location?
First and foremost, I think location-wise, it's significant because we're right in the heart of Midtown in Grand Center, which, as you know, is the Arts and Entertainment District in St. Louis. So we're going to be around all of these great institutions, whether it's Powell Hall or the Fox. We'll be right next door to our public television station, right around the corner from the Sheldon and the Pulitzer and the Contemporary Museum. So you've got all these great institutions there that we think that there'll be opportunities to tap in and share resources and share ideas and create programming and content and partnerships around that. So from a location standpoint, that is just exciting for us because we're basically in a place that it's a great marketing opportunity for us. We'll be Grand Center, there are 1.5 million people that go to Grand Center each year, and so we'll have a presence there for that. So that is, I think, one of the first and foremost things that's exciting about it, as well as having SLU right around the corner as well, certainly. But beyond that, from the facility itself, what we'll have is basically double the capacity to produce local shows, produce local news. Right now we have 5 studios, and we're basically doubling that number so that we'll be able to produce more local programming, because we think providing local news and information to the community is going to be more and more important as time goes on, as resources from other media outlets do less and less really substantial local news coverage and programs. We're willing to, and we want to step in and provide that service.
So do you think being closer to SLU will lead to more involvement with St. Louis University students and possibly the departments in general?
Well, we hope so. I mean, we have some great relationships with SLU right now. Guests appearing on our talk shows often come from SLU, whether it's the law school or from some other area that can provide a lot of resources. We did a live broadcast, as a matter of fact, from SLU back earlier this year with the sustainability conference that was going on there, and had a whole program about sustainability that was done from the SLU campus. So there's a great partnership now. I think we do a lot of things with SLU now, but I think having the opportunity to have the experts from the faculty involved with the station, the opportunity that I think some of the programming class-wise, educationally, that we're going to be doing there, the academic program, programs. There may be opportunities to share credit between SLU and UMSL, similar to some of the relationships that we have with WashU right now in UMSL. So I think there's really a lot of opportunities. In addition to that, in addition to our building, we're also working with the 9 Network on creating a plaza, which we're calling a public media commons between our 2 buildings. And what that will allow us to do is to have space to do films and concerts and things like that. And so it will be an opportunity that we think that SLU students hopefully will walk a little bit north and take part in those activities as well.
The media commons previously mentioned will bridge the studios of the 9 Network of Public Media and St. Louis Public Radio. According to Jack Alamachi, president of the 9 Network of Public Media, it will be a place where arts, education, and public media come together. The commons will also include, among other things, a walkway to the Fox Theater.
It's a public space. The idea is ultimately we'd like to get to a point where we have a big LED screen that you can see whether it's day or light. We're probably going to be starting by doing projected video that you can only see at night usually, but we're looking at some other digital media kind of displays there as well that will be highly interactive and an opportunity, I think, to really engage the public in a different way. We'll have table seating so that people can have lunch out there or dinner, and so there's going to be a whole plethora of activities, and again, the partnerships with some of the other institutions to do concerts and films and things like that is just very exciting for us.
Before I left, I had to ask Mr. Eby what he hoped for the future of St. Louis Public Radio 90.7 KWMU.
Well, the big with this move to Grand Center, it's really going to allow us to do a couple of things. It's going to, first and foremost, we'll have the space to do more local programs, both in the studios that we'll be having, plus we'll be able to have more space to actually house news reporters and producers, which right now we've basically run out of space in our newsroom here in the station. So that's really the biggest and most substantial piece of what we're going to be able to do, is to do more local programs and news stories. The other piece of it is that it's also going to allow us to invite the public in to participate in more activities, programs, and things like that. One of the elements of the building is a multi-purpose space that will house 100 to 150 people, so we can bring the public in for a live broadcast of our talk show, St. Louis on the Air, or a live concert, or things like that, that we just don't have the capability to do that now. So that's really going to be the big piece in terms of more service to the local community that we'll have with this facility.
The construction is expected to take a year, so with any luck, in the spring of 2012, St. Louis Public Radio will be broadcasting from their new Midtown studios. Perhaps you'll want to walk the block north down a potential new walkway that will be constructed next to SLUMA, straight to the heart of Midtown's new media commons.